This is Mavericks All Access with Omaha Athletics, hosted by Anna Bellinghausen.
What's up, guys? Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm glad we all made it through the win today. I mean, Nebraska, man. I'm glad we all made it, seriously. But the reigning champions of the Summit League with me today, Lynsey Tucker, head coach Mike Hurd, and Kamryn Meyer. Guys, how we doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Absolutely great. Well, Coach, let's start with you. Congratulations on the extension. Can we get a round of applause for that? Well-deserved, Coach.
Thank you.
Just want to hear your thoughts in accepting that and getting the deal.
Easy decision. Just lucky and grateful to have the opportunity that I have, and the administration that supports us with Adrian and Chancellor Lee. It would be hard to say no to that, and having an opportunity to work with these guys. So just lucky.
Yeah. Lynsey, Cam, what is it like being under Coach Hurd and just everything he's done for this program just the past 3 years?
Yeah, absolutely. This contract extension has been extremely well deserved. These past 3 years, I've never had a coach who's believed in me more, and along with the rest of the coaching staff too. So I guess I'm just really excited for the future of Omaha softball after me and Cam get out of here.
Yeah, it feels like we've been here forever, but no, I think it's definitely well deserved. I mean, what he's done in the 3 years that he's been here is probably something that people didn't think was possible, especially with the record that Omaha had. I mean, coming in, they had a losing record, so I think that in the time that we've been here and the time that he's been here, he's definitely, turned that program around. So it's definitely very well deserved.
Yeah, plenty to get to on the success of this program. Also just want to start with where this team feels it's at right now. It's down in the home stretch, only 2 conference series really left in the season before you hit Summit League conference play in that tournament. But where do you feel like this team is right now, Kamryn, starting with you?
I think pitching-wise, I think we're in a very good spot. I think our offense is kind of going through a little bit of a slump, but I don't think that's anything that is going to affect us. I think overall, I always have confidence in my offense that they're going to score us runs, and they know that I'm going to have their back out there on defense, so I think that we're definitely in a very good spot for where we're at right now.
Coach, would you say the same?
Yeah, I would say the same. I think we talk about when the season starts every year, we talk about the ups and downs, and that's just softball, that's just baseball. And I think our offense is in a little bit of the down part of it right now, but our practices have been really good. Our swings are really good. So, that's just swing your way out of it, right? Just swing your way out of it, and we can see that happening pretty quick.
Well, this team tied the nation's longest win streak, 16 games in a row. When you're in the same sentence with Oklahoma doing that, I think you're doing something pretty well. But what was into that streak and just that success that, allowed this team to just go with 16 games?
Yeah, I think we were just grooving with it. We weren't really thinking too much in the future, too much in the past, just trying to be present every day at practice and just having fun with each other, honestly. We weren't trying to think too much into that whole win streak, to be honest. I think we were honestly avoiding that topic at practice and at games and stuff, but I think just grooving and just hitting our stride at that point in the season and hopefully kind of picking it up again.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
A time where, going back to what I said, a time that, you have your ups and downs. It was one of those times, a period where everything was on and up. Right? Mm-hmm. Our pitching, our defense, our hitting, everything was just clicking for a while. And once you start feeling that, you just kind of roll with it. So it was a fun stretch.
Would you envision this success in year 3, Coach Hurd?
You know what? Being honest, I always point to year 3 when you start something and take it over. It would have been last year that the success we had last year, I thought was, I probably wouldn't have expected that. But if you would have asked me coming into this year, if I'm being honest, I wouldn't have expected 16 in a row. But I would have expected a good season just because of who we got in front of us here.
Yeah, what's it been like just building that standard of excellence too? I mean, Kamryn, you mentioned it, coming in with a losing record right before your time here and just kind of building that foundation again with Coach Hurd. What's it been like just trying to build that up and sustain that?
I think every year we're just trying to build on the previous. So I think going into this year, we always hold ourselves to a very high standard, and I don't think that's changed at all. I think from freshman year we've had high standards for ourselves and for the team, and I think we've only grown on that in our 5 years here, and I think that it's just going to continue to grow with the people that are in the program now.
Yeah, I mean, both fifth years up here, you don't get that all the time in college softball to stick with that same program. What makes you so passionate, Lynsey, starting with you, about this Omaha program?
Yeah, I definitely think coming in as a freshman with Cam and along with Sydney Ross too, she's a fifth year, but just being able to start from scratch. Like, I think they had just a few wins the season prior before we came onto campus, and just being able to even have a 12-12 record by the time COVID hit our freshman year was taking steps in the right direction. And then even just with the new coaching staff and trusting them along the way, and just allowing yourself to trust them, but also trust your abilities and what you've built, and building on top of that has just, I think, really driven us, especially us fifth years.
Yeah, and with both of you being 5 years, obviously, Coach Hurd, you didn't get the chance to recruit these two players, but, you know, when you come in as a new coach, you're almost trying to re-recruit these people and say, hey, stick with me in this program. I don't know what those conversations looked like with both these players, but what was that experience like, just trying to set your own foundation and retain all this talent?
Yeah, I don't know if any of that happened directly. I think it was probably more of they felt comfortable in what I wanted to build in the program. They were just good fits. And Cam and Lynsey and Sid Ross, the other fifth year, are all players that I absolutely would have recruited if I would have been here. They're the type of players and the type of personality that we want in the program. So I think it's one of those things where it just happened to be right. Just happened to be a really good fit.
Cam, you mentioned the word momentum, and when you look back at last season, of course, you can't end higher than that, going to the NCAA tournament for the first time, winning the Summit League title. How did that motivate this team coming into this season?
I think it just made us want to go back to that, like, regional even more. I think we've always, had that competition with South Dakota State, and I felt like last year was kind of that hump that we got over. So I think just continuing to use that momentum and build on what we've done so far. And I think especially like our preseason, having that tough competition has built us for the Summit League tournament and just those big moments that we're going to have.
It's kind of like when you get a taste of it, you don't want to let that go, of course. Right. How is that goal shaping this team up for just the end of this regular season and heading into postseason?
For sure. I think we had a lot of expectations, if not more, this year than we did last year. And I think just honestly understanding that softball is not a game of perfection. You're not going to be perfect all the time. You're going to have your ups and downs, and just kind of grinding through all that and getting through it. And like Mike said, at the end of this last weekend, these last 3 weeks are going to be a grind. So just kind of banding together with your teammates and getting through it any way you can and coming out successful at the end is what matters most to us.
Coach, how do you handle that word expectations on a team that, should be going to that Summit League championship?
Yeah, we talk about that a lot. Expectations is something that we're not going to run from. I think this team had a ton of potential to start the year, and we talked about that. And our expectations were, let's go win a championship, and they still are, and that's in front of us. So I think it's good to embrace that. I think it's good to talk about it. I think it's good to embrace it, and it's something that we do.
Kamryn, for you in the circle, I mean, you have what feels like probably the weight of the world on you sometimes when you're out there pitching and everyone knows that you're the ace. How do you, though, give yourself grace in those moments? Like you mentioned, Lynsey, not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to go your way. But how have you learned to give yourself grace through the season?
I think just continuing to trust the people that are around me and the coaching staff, and just in those moments knowing that, okay, they get one run, whatever. So just continuing to have confidence in not only myself, that I'm going to do my job in the circle, but also the defense and the offense, because our defense is very strong. So I have the trust in them behind my back that they're going to make those plays for me.
Yeah, Lynsey, what's it like backing up Cam in the circle there?
Pretty easy, to be honest, most of the time. I would say, yeah, we definitely put the work in at practice to always be ready in case, for some reason, we start getting balls hit to us. But I think that, having Cam in the circle gives me so much confidence as an infielder, and I'm sure the rest of the players as well, just to go out and do our job on offense and know that she'll always have our back too.
Yeah, how special is it, Coach, just to see the trust within this team that obviously cares about each other so much?
Yeah, that's one thing that I've said. I think this is the most, I've been using the term connected. I think it's the most connected team that I've ever been around. Really from 1 through 22, they're so tight and they're so connected and they've got each other's back, and it's a pretty special group to be around.
I want to dig into the personal journeys a little bit. Kamryn, starting with you. You're also a kindergarten student teacher. Is that still correct?
I was in the fall, yeah.
Okay, how was that experience? Because we need to hear.
I mean, it was, if I can go to kindergarten for that long, I can pretty much do about anything. My cooperating teacher is actually here in the stands, so yeah, she made that experience definitely very special. And I think just my team having trust in me that even though I wasn't there, I was going to put in the work to be ready for the spring. What's
more difficult, wrangling up a room full of kindergartners or striking out a batter?
Definitely wrangling up a room of kindergartners for sure.
It'll teach you some things about yourself.
100%.
Kamryn, you're from Iowa, obviously come over to this Omaha program. Take me back to your recruitment journey and why you decided to stay at UNO.
Yeah, I think I got recruited kind of late. I wasn't on I didn't do travel ball a lot growing up because summer season is our high school season in Iowa. So I played for Iowa Premier one fall, and the coaches here before me, I think it was down in Kansas City or Olathe for something like that. But they called me a few times. I came on campus. It felt like a place that even though I was 4 hours from home, my parents would be able to come to the games and support any home games that I had. And I think just feeling that sense of, okay, I think I can do this. Like, I think I can feel like I could be here for a while. So, yeah.
How do you feel like you've grown over your time, not only on the field, but off too?
I think just continuing to build relationships with people. I've built a lot of relationships in my 5 years, and I think just trying to keep those relationships connected when I do leave Nebraska is definitely something that I want to do.
Lynsey, for you, being out of Lincoln, Nebraska, you come over to Omaha. What initially attracted you to UNO?
Yeah, I definitely love that it was close to home. I have a lot of immediate family here in Lincoln and Omaha, so it's awesome to have a big group of people supporting me at home games. But yeah, I just love the campus. I love that I was going to get a great education here, and I love that the previous coaching staff honestly gave me a chance to be a walk-on and eventually earn a scholarship here. And I just love the community that I've built here as well, and I've grown a lot as a woman and an athlete and a student. So I'm just really grateful for all the support staff and coaches who've believed in me along the way.
I mean, that's pretty cool, going from walk-on to a starting player in this lineup, and obviously a very valuable one. How much work has gone in for you behind the scenes?
Definitely a lot. I came in as a power slapper, then I turned placement slapper, and now I'm just hitting for the fences, I guess. But yeah, honestly, just allowing myself room to grow, and the facility that we have at the Connie Clausen Field is just awesome. Like, why wouldn't I want to go and hit BP every day? So just being able to tone in on all of my little skills in field and just having teammates who will support me along the way.
Coach,
awesome.
What has it been like seeing these two grow?
And that's one thing we did, I think, immediately when we first started is we told Tucker no more slapping, right? You're swinging. We're going to hit the weight room and we're going to swing. And I don't think a lot of fans know how hard that is when you slapped as much as she did and to turn into just a pure hitter and really a power hitter now. That takes a tremendous amount of work. So I don't think most people know how hard that is. So she deserves the credit for that. So, and then thank goodness Cam didn't play travel ball more than 1 year, because she probably would not have ended up here, being honest.
In the fifth year too, obviously you both made a decision to come back. Was that just unfinished business in your eyes, or hey, I want to come back and keep building this program, maybe a little bit of both?
I think for me, I needed to finish my education first.
That's a good point.
I wasn't able to student teach what would have been in the spring since we were playing, so it kind of worked out in my favor, stretching that out, and then just I think knowing what we had last year and just wanting to build off of that. Yeah.
For me, it was also finishing my degree, but definitely, yeah, unfinished business. It was honestly, I felt like on top of a mountain last year, just being at an NCAA regional and taking a charter home from LSU and all that fun stuff. But definitely just being able to be alongside my teammates too, because we do have really great team chemistry. So being able to spend one more year with your best friends, something I wouldn't trade for the world. So.
Mm-hmm. Coach, what is it like in this era of college softball? Obviously, you have the transfer portal, you have NIL, which completely changes things, especially for mid-majors. Can you give us a glimpse of what that's like as a coach?
Yeah, I think we're still learning. We're still learning. The transfer portal's going to continue to grow and go crazy. You know, in terms of our program, hopefully it's a small part. I think it's always going to be some part of what we do, but hopefully it's a small part of what we do. We like to think of ourselves as more of a development program where we go get the freshmen and the type of players and the type of people that we want in the program, and we develop them through. So, you know, we don't see the portal as a huge part of what we do, but it'll be some of it. The NIL, honestly, probably hasn't hit too hard with what we do yet. It's coming. It's certainly coming. Probably hasn't hit our level too hard yet. So that's kind of a wait and see and adjust as we go.
I think we've seen just the growth. I mean, you look at Connie Clausen and the facilities that have been built around Omaha, the third highest attendance this past weekend, over 500 people packing that place. How much does that mean to see the growth in the community and just for the sport at the national level too?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting. My favorite thing about softball is honestly playing home games and just seeing familiar faces in the crowd, but even seeing, you know, small travel ball teams, even I think we had some younger baseball players at our game last week. So just being able to share our sport with our community is something that's meant so much to us, and I'm sure Connie Clausen, who's really paved the way for us.
Yeah, I think Connie Clausen is such a special person, and I think what she's done for Omaha athletics and the fact that we get to kind of take in what she has had building up for so many years is definitely something that is very special to us.
Coach Hurd, what's it like just seeing that growth in Omaha and at the national level too, really, of college softball and just the amount of eyeballs on the sport?
Yeah, it's really neat to see what the last 5 or 10 years, it just seems every single year it seems to grow more. Mm-hmm. The fans, the TV ratings, everything about it. So just to see these guys be part of it is pretty cool.
All right, well, closing out the season before we play some trivia, biggest goals for the year, what are you guys looking forward to most?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? Take another trip to the NCAA regionals and, I don't know, do it with you guys.
Yeah, getting to experience that with this team too. All the relationships that we've built together, I think just being able to build off of what we did last year and just take it, hopefully, one step further this year.
All right, guys, now the fun part. We're going to play some trivia. Take a deep breath. So we're going to have Kamryn and Lynsey go against Coach Hurd here. Oh, no. Cam's going to play some awesome music for me. And we're gonna play Nebraska trivia. We've done this before at the show. Don't worry, these questions are all different every time. So if you've watched previous shows, you will not know the answers. And the baseball ones are different too. So I don't think you guys are getting off the hook either. I know they've been Googling things over there. I see them. All right, Cam, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. So it's ABC. We're gonna give you multiple choice.
Okay.
And it's all Nebraska/Omaha trivia. Here we go. Which famous NFL player is from Omaha? A, Brian Urlacher. B, Gale Sayers. C, Terry Bradshaw.
He's going to know this one.
Yeah, he's going to know that.
What's your answer?
I should have saw which letter he was
I
writing.
got to be careful there, yeah.
We have some sign stealing up here already.
Should we go A?
Yeah, let's go A.
Okay. I like how we can hear them whisper too. All right, flip the boards.
Oh.
It's B, it's Gale Sayers.
I've never heard of that
This is
name in my
like,
life.
so we got this deal where when we hit a home run, we play rock, paper, scissors
Okay.
when they come around third.
I heard about this.
This doesn't add to
That
your
doesn't
tally.
count, yeah.
It's gonna be the
I
same.
also
I'm gonna win
heard-
this one too.
J.L. Johnson told
losing.
me that Coach Hurd sneaks tallies on his rock, paper, scissors deal.
He tries
He
to
does
take
try
ours
to do
off.
that.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, he tries to erase ours.
So please, let's keep him accountable over there. But you
Okay.
do have one tally, Coach.
Okay.
All right, next question. Which is not a name of a town in Nebraska? A, Cambridge. B, Harvard. C, Princeton. So one of these towns I've made up. 2 of them are real towns. 1 of them I made up. A, Cambridge. B, Harvard. C, Princeton. Which one's fake?
He's been around a lot
Coach
longer
Hurd's
than
been
I have.
He's been around the state for sure, too, so he probably knows.
It's hard to whisper and not have people.
Are you ready? Okay, flip them.
I wasn't sure.
It's C. It's Princeton.
Let's go.
Big round of applause. All right, so we're tied up at 1. Yeah, Princeton's a fake town. Which mechanism was created in Nebraska?
What?
Mechanism.
A, the conveyor belt. B, the ski lift. Or C, the escalator. Which was created in Nebraska?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We got our answer. All right, flip them. It's the ski lift. Did you know that?
lift.
You guessed. What? You guessed, didn't
I
you?
knew that.
Okay, so 2-1.
Man.
This one, I'll be surprised if you guys know this, but that'd be interesting. Oh, gosh. Which flavor of ice cream was made in Nebraska? A, butter brickle. B, mud pie. C, Rocky Road. One of those was created here in Nebraska. Believe it or not.
Maybe. You want to do that?
Sure.
All right.
All right, flip them. It's A. It's
Oh
butter
my
brickle.
gosh, I should have known.
Butter brickle.
Man, you're from.
Has anyone
you're
ever
from
had
Nebraska.
butter brickle ice cream in
Is it
Nebraska?
from cone flour?
I think they have it at E Creameries. What I
Oh,
read.
Creamery.
I've never had it. Okay. We have one more task, though, for you guys.
So I won.
No.
Well,
Let's just-
whoever wins this wins the whole thing, because I say so. We're going to have you guys draw the Maverick logo.
Draw them.
Not the O.
I know.
It's going to be,
Who's got it? Okay. Kyle has it.
it's up there.
Oh.
Okay.
And whoever has the best drawing is going to win
All right.
this.
Cam, do you want to do it? All right. I guess we'll start.
Okay. Yeah. Good job. Make the
Thanks.
ear. You're doing great. Geez, you're a little shaky over there. You're doing good. Yes, that is so good.
This is all I can contribute.
What?
Coach Hurd looks really invested in his. Looks like Picasso over there.
But I already won, right?
No,
No,
she
this
said
is
this
the-
is winner take all.
Winner
All right.
take all.
I'm good.
Already?
You are not done.
Got it.
Keep going. Keep going.
So this vote is going to be determined by applause, so
Oh.
we might have an advantage over here.
Oh yeah, you're doing really good.
I probably should have put a time
Maybe
limit
a
on
bigger
this,
Yes,
too.
yes. Time limit. It's like in the box.
Well, was it just the outline or is it the whole face?
20 seconds.
All right,
Well.
time's up, time's up.
All right.
Okay, show the crowd, everyone. Oh,
Oh, hush.
all right.
Oh.
For Coach Hurd, put yours up again. Where's this round of applause now?
Oh!
For Kamryn and Lynsey. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Kamryn and Lynsey, they've won the game. Congratulations. Guys, thanks so much for joining Mavericks All Access. Best of luck the rest of the year. We cannot wait to see you guys in the Summit League tournament, hopefully in the NCAA tournament as well.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good stuff.